For me, the icons of the day were the people that took you on a journey. Cheesy as it sounds, a musical journey. It's not bish bash bosh, it really is a flow through a whole night.
But you can have those great big stadium
Blues
gigs.
grooviness.
Yeah.
I have memories of when the ceiling set fire in Manumission.
I was there that night. Yeah,
It was so completely mental. At the end of the week away, I actually had to ring a friend because I was not quite of sound mind when I came home, which is how Ibiza was in the 90s.
None of us were.
Exactly.
Welcome to the Ibiza Hall of Fame podcast with myself, Clara, and with Big Al. Today we're sat with a true icon. Someone who is an instrumentalist, a producer, and a DJ, and worked with one of the biggest dance acts of the world. We proudly welcome her into the Ibiza Hall of Fame. Please welcome Sister Bliss.
Thank you. What a lovely glowing introduction. So gorgeous to be here, the start of the season.
So we haven't got a lot of time, and this isn't particularly about Ibiza. I mean, in your case, it's a global club and dance.
Yeah, but Ibiza was pivotal in the beginning of everything.
Yeah,
I first came here with a dance ski to DJ because we made music together. A very little known fact. So thank you, Adam. And that was my introduction to the
Ibiza.
whole world of Ibiza. It was so completely mental. At the end of the week away, I actually had to ring a friend because I was not quite of sound mind when I came home, which is how Ibiza was in the 90s.
None of us were.
Exactly. And we were all performing at Amnesia when the roof used to open.
Okay,
yeah, because we'd made some music together and I was DJing over the top and flinging in acapellas, and then it was a kind of really interesting hybrid live set, and it was an honour. It was an honour to come when Jose Padilla was still alive.
I mean, listen, there's a lot. We've lost a lot. We lost Alfredo and we lost Jose.
Yeah.
So two of the big legends from the island.
Yeah, so I feel lucky enough to have lived through that era and to have been embraced in that era, and to have actually survived that particular week and then subsequent summers.
Do you still play out DJing in Ibiza?
I certainly do. I'm a bit of a home from home is Pikes, and the closing party I played last year. So I've been doing Back to Mine, which is Dan Prince, who used to run all the club listing at Mixmag. He's revamped his Back to Mine brand and is doing it at Pikes. And that is old school, no phones. It's a room, it's an amazing sound system, it's like-minded people. It's not people just standing around, fixed to their screens, which has, to me, changed the nature. I understand why people want to share that they're there and in the moment, but then paradoxically, you're not in the moment. So I love playing there.
It's about dancing, isn't it? It's about music and dancing. That's what it's really about.
Of course it is, and it's about community. It's about like-mindedness, and it's also about, God, life is tough. Life is tough, and when I dance, I come back to myself. I come back to the essence of being human.
You're obviously still in love with the dance, with the music.
I am. I'm still finding great music out there. It's just there's so much of it. In 1989, 250,000 records were released in every genre. So rock, Latin, funk, Prince, Madonna, and acid house. The whole gamut was 250,000 records. Now you get that in a day being uploaded to streamings.
It's crazy. The world has changed.
How does one even get on top of that? And the way that we fell in love with music in that day, especially house music, it was so rare to hear it. You had to go out or listen to pirate radio. So that was my big introduction.
I mean, our genre has really gone through lots of changes, but it's still our genre.
It is. It's ours. It's ours. Nobody else.
I mean, rock music, I don't know how long it lasts, 10, 12, 15 years, whatever it was. This is nearly 40 years now, this dance music scene.
Yeah, it's extraordinary to think now there's a massive back catalogue, there are classic records. I'm very grateful to be counted as one of the sort of classic acts, and some of our songs have stood the test of time through the decades. But we didn't expect that at the time. We were always on to the next. For me, the tech was so fun and exciting, sampling and getting loops off records and playing the keyboards. That was my passion, and crate digging and putting that all together to make something new. For me, the newness is what made me feel like this musical form had landed from outer space, because when I first heard a DJ play acid house, it was mixed up with Madonna and Prince records.
Yeah, that was called the Balearic bit.
And I thought, what is this music? And I'd always loved synthesizers, and I'd always loved 80s acts like Human League and Kraftwerk, and like the pop of the day. It was so eclectic as well. Now it's a lot more homogenous, but these records stood out as otherworldly. And
so you're still loving DJing, and you still love going out there performing with a band. And
yeah, I do. I get really, really, really anxious. So that's how I know I'm still enjoying myself, because I'm in a total state every time I do a gig.
and you do some massive shows now, don't you?
To me, the icons of the day were the people that took you on a journey. Cheesy as it sounds, a musical journey. It's not bish bash bosh. It really is a flow through a whole night. And as an art form, I kind of want to fly the flag for that, because it's what I grew up with. It enchanted me. As you say, the whole our world's gone through lots and lots of changes, and some of the big sets can be very homogenous, just snare roll after snare roll and big drop after big drop.
But you can have those great big
Don't
stadium
lose
gigs.
grooviness.
Yeah. No, but you can have those great big stadium gigs also then playing in Pikes, which is much more intimate.
It is. It's just as nerve-wracking though, if not more. Often because all my mates are there, and when people you know are there, you're even more anxious that you're making them happy, because they were also there from the beginning. So they're like, oh, you dropped that tune, did you, Blissy? Like, they're watching.
So, as we're in Ibiza, do you have any sort of really key, memorable moments here on this island?
Well, as I say, crying after the first week here, literally, I just need to speak to someone who's sane when I got home. To my friend who was a soul boy, didn't like acid house.
I was a soul boy back in the day.
Soul's great, but I have many memories. I have memories of when the ceiling set fire in Manumission.
I was there that night. Yeah.
Coup, as we knew it back then. And John Kelly had to get on the mic. Don't panic, everybody, it's all right.
Because we went up and put it out, didn't he?
People thought it was part of the show, so that was quite immense. Yeah, I've had many, many memories that we probably shouldn't even recount on camera, but I want to keep making new ones.
And do you visit a lot on the island? Do you come a lot?
Not as much as I used to, but definitely twice per summer. When I'm very busy with the band or doing other DJ gigs, it's hard to come back for long, but I always used to rent a house here and stay for weeks. And then the cost just went, and I'd have all my friends staying with me, and we'd just have the most fun and do a few gigs here and there. But now the whole circuit, as you say, is global. So you're in and out and rushing about, and checking flights.
With the bands and yeah.
Kind of stressed about it. So I actually love coming off season. I love closing week. There's nothing better.
I like this time of year. It's nice.
And this is perfect. In between is mayhem. I am back here in July for a gig at Chinois, which is, I think, an excellent club for the slightly older clubber. And it's very comfortable, and you can have a cheeky smoke in the dressing room. Oh, you caught me on camera saying that now.
Very naughty.
That sort of smoke, which I think is very modern and liberated. So that's been a nice sort of new place that I played for the first time last summer, and I'm playing there again this year as well.
Yeah, they've done a good job. Danny and the boys have done a good job down there.
Yeah, it's just lovely vibe. But I also love, for me, one of my key memories playing underground here, which was like only the workers would come to, and it was free. Some of the best gigs in my life have actually been the free ones, you know?
Yeah, no, listen, it's all types, isn't it?
Do you remember on the other side of the road from Privilege? Do you remember underground with all the netting?
No, I don't remember that.
Okay, so there were some legendary parties, and Mr. C used to host one there, and it was serious DJing. And I remember one of the guys who booked me going down on his bended knee at the end of my set because he was so happy with how it went. I think he was a bit worried I'd be a bit commercial or something. But the word of that particular set kind of spread around the island, so it's sort of mad. It's like a real proud moment.
We've been doing this a long time.
There's always someone who's going to tear you down, and also now with social media, it seems there's some really terrible, horrible, hateful
trolls.
attitudes
I mean,
around.
this is
And of
the
course, we
chance to
shouldn't
stop
care.
it.
You are only as good as your last gig. So for me, I don't take any of it for granted. And every other person's a DJ now.
Yeah.
I'm not special. I'm a middle-aged woman, but that's also why I'm not going quietly, and I'm going to stick it out as long as the disco will have me.
Ultra talented though. You're an instrumentalist, a producer. The tracks that you've made over the years.
Well, thank you. It's collaborative though. It's not just me. I make the music and I do all the playing. I love programming and mucking about, but to work with dearly departed Maxi Jazz, who was a lyricist, poet, philosopher, to meet a human being like that in one's lifetime, it's very special. Very, very special. I'm so lucky it was me that he met, and Rollo.
Yeah.
That we had this alchemy in the studio, and out of that was born Faithless. But like all dance music, it was just a one single, and we all trotted off to do other stuff, and then thought, he's really interesting. Why don't we get him back in and do an album?
Well, that's how it starts with one, doesn't it? It has to start somewhere.
Exactly. He was off doing this sort of soul and funk, and we were off doing other bits of music and loads of remixing at the time as Rollo and Sister Bliss. We really carved out a bit of a name for ourselves in that kind of the roaring era of dance music, and felt like things were getting a bit disposable and tedious, and then bands like Left Field come along and show you that albums can be made.
I was good friends with Paul Daly. Fantastic.
Well, listen, there are people who paved the way, the people that came before us, Nancy Noyes, Lisa Loud, Left Field, iconic bands, Underworld, even Prodigy. Of course, they're super massive now, but people are smashing down doors that we didn't even know existed at the time, and I guess we all had that shared love and excitement and buzz of the new, of the breaks, of the bass, of the crazy sample, of the vocal that just gets you there, and of an ecstatic feeling of harmony that you don't get in normal life.
Yeah, I know you haven't got a lot of time, so I'll ask you one question.
Go on.
Specifically about this island.
Yes.
The magic of the island.
Well, as soon as the plane comes down, I'm like, Ibiza. It's almost like the smell. Obviously, the weather, the pine trees, the quieter corners of the island. People say it's a bit of a hedge fund paradise. Things are so expensive, but I always think, listen, magic is people, and there is a freedom, and there is, I would say, still existing a more underground side to Ibiza.
Oh, listen, they're still out there. You've got to go and find it a little bit more. It's a bit harder to find.
So many characters are not here anymore. That
the
made
freedom's going a little bit. So yeah, that's
more eclectic and diverse. But there'll always be new people coming through and bringing their own vibe. And I think you can't sit there going, no, it was all back in the day. It was much better than it is now.
Well, it was better in our day because we were young. Now the young ones today are having a good time, and so
Speak for yourself. I'm still young. Somewhere inside, this is it.
So Sister Bliss, I know you haven't got much time, but I do want to bring you into the Hall of Fame. We're actually going to give you a global club and dance because you are a global. I mean, Ibiza is one thing, but you are actually a global artist. I'm going to bring you into the Global Club and Dance Hall of Fame, and it's very well deserved. Sister Bliss, thank you.
I'm so blessed, thank you. And this is for Maxi, and of course Rollo, and everyone who's ever collaborated with us. And Faithless, because we've worked with lots and lots of different amazing lyricists, artists, poets, singers, and Faithless is like bigger than just one person, This is just fabulous, and I've got a smiley necklace on, so I'm, accessorising with this amazing award. Yay! It's just beautiful. I love it. I love her. This is so cool. I'm just having to bang it on the wall when I get home, aren't I?
Is it a she today, the smiley?
God is a DJ.